So while I got everything gathered up. Um, that way, if it rains, I can quickly get it together. Um, so for supper, we're going to be baking. I've got, I think, some cornbread mix. I've also got um, some biscuits or some biscuit mix. Um, I forgot to get some stuff. Anyway, um, to gather some stuff up because looking for my bug spray. Anyway, going to be baking. Got some cornbread. I've got some biscuit mix. Um, I don't know how or what this is made out of. Looks like it is painted, but I'm not sure. But we're going to try it. What I'm going to do, just in case, is I'm going to line them with aluminum foil just to be on the safer side. Not maybe necessarily completely safe, but we're going to try and attempt to be at least safer. I'll clean it up, don't worry. All right. This is probably loud. So, inside of this, just going to poke the aluminum foil down in the pot and see what we come up with. Actually, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it like so. That way, go down in here and then open it up maybe. I'm going to try to form it up maybe out here. That's way better. Alright. So try to get everything down to the corners. Get everything protected. Then I don't know if I'm going to wrap the bread mix or whatever. I'm really debating it because what I want to do is make the fire, get my coals done, take aluminum foil, put the stuff in the aluminum foil, put that ball inside here and pile the coals around this. But I don't know how that's going to work. I might have to do a top and bottom. I don't know. We're going to line both of them though, just on the inside. I'll make another one similar to this and we'll be back. So with the thunder, I was afraid I was going to get some rain. So I took my saw that I swear still feels like cheating, cut a cedar limb off, made a pole, and tied it to my gallon of water because for some reason, even though the ground is still damp, couldn't get a stake to go in. I don't have a hammer, so just tied it to 7.5 pounds of water, and it's working. So I've got a slope, comes down, so if it does rain, it should shed off the front. We'll see. Hello. I just wanted to check in with y'all and tell you that I'm bored out of my mind. You know, I'm not sure what I expected for today, but I mean, it's just so miserable up here. As far as the heat and the humidity, it just sucks all the fun out of most of this. I mean, I'm enjoying just, not having to do anything else, but um, it's kind of frustrating. I wanted today to be a little bit better for y'all and for me too. Um, Needed a break from the rat race. So I hope you all enjoyed just kind of chilling out with me and seeing how things went. It wasn't supposed to be an easy day. I kept calling it my day of struggle, and it sure has been the day of struggle. As you can see, I'm still sweaty. Um, it is getting darker, so I think some weather is going to move in fairly soon. Um, I don't think it's going to be anything really bad. If it is, I'm not uh, I'm not obligated to be out here more than I am to myself. So um, I'm missing some ingredients from some of my stuff, like cornbread calls for an egg. Don't have an egg. The only fat I have is the coconut oil. So we'll try to substitute some of that in. I don't have any cheese for the biscuits, so probably a little oil in that. But I got plenty of water, so we'll make it work. So I've had a thought. Gosh, my leg's going to sleep. Oh. Anyway, so pour this in here, and I've got more aluminum pans, and I think I want to put the aluminum pan over the top, and then put coals. How am I going to move the coals? Build it in the aluminum pan, maybe. We'll figure it out. But then put the pan over top of this. Scoop. Yeah, I might scoop. Anyway, put that over the top to get the top cooked. So, who knows? We'll see. Worst comes to worst, we'll have some ruined pottery. And nothing to eat. But yeah. Anyway, thanks for sticking in around to it. I don't know. Anyway, hope y'all are having a better day than me. Okay. So, I decided to unbore myself a little bit. Let me do a little bit of cleanup. So we're going to try out our magic towel. Before we do that, we want to pre-clean. I like these. Pretty nice. Do a pretty good job. They got the dye off some of the dye off my leg the other little while ago. Get another one. Get my face. I definitely suggest, if you're going to be out in the woods, especially during this time, just that little bit of clean feels a lot better. The only problem is that when these are the same temperature as the air, it's not that great. It's better than nothing. So let's see what our magic towel is going to do. You're supposed to put this in a container, of course, but I don't want to waste any of my containers on. I could make a container. I don't want to get up. There we go. I'm gonna set this down on the ground and I'll be back when it's ready to go. All right, so magic towel. It kind of weird feeling. Very, very rough. I think that Arm & Hammer might have left some residue. It feels really weird. I don't know. Y'all ever done these before? Get it feeling weird? It's definitely more scrubby than that, than those wipes. I don't know. Maybe it'd be good later. But anyway, good souvenir to carry with me, you know, for next time. But anyway, that took up a few minutes, so okay. So since I am still on the bored side, what do you do when you're bored? You eat smoked oysters and gross yourself out. Because everybody likes it when I go, ugh. Let's see. These elegant, savory oysters are lightly smoked, seasoned to perfection, and ready for my favorite recipe. Nope. I don't see, I don't know. Oh, I'm not looking forward to this. Oh, no, that's just... Guys, who eats this? I mean, there's got to be enough people out there for them to continue making it. Oh. I mean, look at that. Why do people do that to themselves? I mean, the oil would be useful for like fuel. I mean, I don't want to do this. Golly, it's hot enough. It's nasty. Yes, it's a hedgehog. It's not a porcupine. Will you focus? You don't want to see it anyway. God have mercy. You know, there's a lot of things in this world that I don't mind. I'll eat whatever. But this just looks incredibly unappetizing. Got a helicopter going there. Maybe he's come to rescue me. Did somebody call and say, hey, go help this poor guy? He's about to eat 80, 90 degree oysters on the side of a mountain. The more I stir it, the worse it gets. I'm gonna have to, oh God. I mean, is there anybody, I don't got like 80 something subscribers, so it's not like it's a whole bunch of people, but Do any of you eat this? Any of you? Do you know of anybody who does? Because we could get them some chicken and ketchup, and there it went. Ugh. Got it on my tripod. God. Mm-mm. Oh, sorry, Cinderella. Oh, that is. Oh. Mm-mm. God. No. That's like the worst day of fishing ever. I mean, ugh. Look, I got 2 packs of those. I'm not eating that. I have no idea what kind of situation I would have to be in order to count that as a boon. But I do not want to. I don't want to be in that situation ever. So let's work hard and make peace through the world, so people don't have to find these 6 years after everything goes to crap and has to eat this stuff. Okay, let's just agree. Let's fix all this junk that's going on in the world, just so people don't have to eat this stuff that's left over from now. Oh God. But I appreciate my family including that. You know. Oh. Anyway, let's move on. So I found this tree earlier when I cut the stick for my shelter, and I wanted to come back to it because I'm pretty sure that is fatwood, and we're going to check it. Now, I'm going to use a lighter because it's what I've got with me right now. This is not part of the thing. This is just testing. So don't get on to me too bad. Woo! Oh yeah. God, you can smell it. Yeah, that's good stuff right there. So what happens is when a conifer, an evergreen tree, mostly pines is where we get it, but I think this was a cedar tree. I'm not real sure. But when it starts to have issues, when it starts getting sick or dying, it pulls, well, I dropped it. It pulls all of its resources back to the trunk of the tree. And so as it does that, that rosin collects in knots. It collects in the ends of branches. It collects in the stump at the very bottom because it's trying to save itself. So it pulls all of that necessary material to the center of the tree. You know, it lets the limbs die because it's trying to save that trunk. So we're going to cut another limb here and see if we can get some more fatwood. If I was in a real survival scenario, I would be collecting all of that dust, because that makes fine tinder. Like I said, you can smell this. You can just see how dark and rich. It almost looks like amber. Trying to get it to focus. So that is something you need to look for when you're out working, playing in the woods, because that stuff, they want to charge you $3 or $4 for it at the store, but you can go find you an old stump tree somewhere, get a year's supply out of it, because this stuff is just crazy flammable. Hey, just out for a little walkabout, as some people have called this. One of the reasons I want to do stuff like this is to encourage you to make videos of your own, or just go on adventures, or just do something you enjoy. Just take a few minutes, take a few days, hours, whatever you've got, and just spend that time doing something that you want to do and document it. You know, whether it's for yourself or for other people, that way you can look back on it, you know. And I don't necessarily mean film it. You could just write about it. I've got a friend who started journaling and he's loving it. So just make those memories, because that's what we're going to have in the end, is those memories. You know, we can have all the stuff, we can have all the things in the world, but it's those memories that are going to be there with us. So just think about it while I'm out here sweating, not being miserable, just, you know, not comfortable. You know, maybe that's something, you know, go and be uncomfortable somewhere, so that way you can appreciate the comforts of going back to the house, getting in that car that's going to have air conditioning in it. So I think what I'm going to do for the rest of the day, I'm going to probably start my supper fire at about 4, I think, and then get to baking with those little pots I showed you earlier. See if we can get something worth eating. If nothing else, the center might be okay. We'll see. We'll find out. So, again, go get uncomfortable so you can enjoy being comfortable. Still tasting oysters, and it might rain.